Welcome to Mars Attacks Prison Architect Alpha 14H. Today we're looking at prison labor. So, prison labor is actually really interesting. It's quite intricate. There's many different little things that you can play with, and it's a bit of fun actually. Now, before you start with prison labor, you need to make sure you unlock it in bureaucracy. So, you need to have a warden. Once you get a warden, you can then chain for a foreman. For your maintenance, and then from there you can then unlock the prison labor. Once you've done that, it will actually allow you to build the prison labor buildings. So we'll get started into those. The first one I'll start with is actually the workshop. I'll actually create a building 13 by 8. What am I doing? 13 by 8. Now the minimum is 5 by 5, and obviously you can build it as large as you like. So I'm just going to chuck a door in the front here. Now, it's not a good idea to put like a secure door or anything like that. Oh, it's paused. There you go. It's not a good idea to put a secure door or anything like that. If you do, the prisoners are going to need a guard every time. Now, saying that, it is probably a good idea to put a metal detector on top of your workshop, just because the prisoners can actually take tools and stuff from the workshop back to their cells, and then they can dig tunnels. Okay, so now that we've got this set up, obviously the first thing you need to do, make it into a room. There you go. And it's obviously going to complain that it's missing a workshop saw and a workshop press. So, you need to add those as well. So the way I do it, I mean, they've got a flow to them, they go left to right. So what you do is you just place the workshop saws, and then you should place the press just to the right of them. Now the one thing that it doesn't require, but I find is really handy, is if you put a table in the room. Now you can either line it up at the end of the rows, or you can just put one just in the vicinity of the room, because what's going to happen now, when they actually set this thing up and it starts working, when you get the workshop up and running, it's actually going to deliver sheet metal. There you go, truck's turned up, sheet metal's turned up. And what will happen, the sheet metal will get delivered to the room, the saws will then cut the sheet metal into smaller pieces, the pieces will get pressed into license plates, and the license plates can get stored on the table. So the more storage space you have, the more you can produce in one day. Well, unless you run out of space, obviously. Now, as you can see, everything here is complaining about power, so I am going to just add electrical cables in here. Like so. Now this should function. As you can see, they've actually stacked up the sheet metal there as well. So it's always good to have a few benches in there, or tables, to actually hold that space as well. And that's a basic workshop. Now, to get prisoners to work in a workshop, it's in your deployment. So you go to deployment, go to jobs, and as you can see, it's green, it says max jobs 5. If you just click on it, you can add as many prisoners working there as max allowed. You can obviously have less if you wish by right clicking, but obviously you want to have the most amount of prisoners working in there during work time. Now, you obviously need to allocate work time as well, and that's in the reports. As you can see, I'm about to reach some empty space here, so what you do is just click work, and then bam bam. There you go. So now between 11 and 12 PM it is work time. And as you can see, it says work. So if I had some prisoners here, they would all come rushing in here, they'll grab the sheet metal, they'll cut it to pieces, they'll start pressing it into license plates and stack them up here. What happens at midnight, all the license plates that you have produced are going to get sold, and you actually make profit from it, which is awesome. Now, let's move on to the next one. Laundry. Laundry has no minimum size, so I'm just going to quickly make one here, which is about 8 by 6. 8 by 6. There you go. There's a good size for a laundry. So what I'm going to do, just pop a door at the bottom here. Right now my power's getting pretty high, so I might just put another capacitor there, because when I put the machines in for the laundry, that's going to blow it out. Alrighty. First thing you need to do, as usual, allocate the room to be a laundry. Like so. Put the laundry machines in. You don't need too many. They do wash a lot of clothes at once. So, yeah, I find 2 or 3 always do the job. You also need an ironing board. For some reason that one's covering the door. Put it up on this side. There you go. Which unfortunately doesn't have an icon at the moment. And you need laundry baskets too. So just chuck 6 in there. Now, it's a minimum requirement to have laundry baskets in the laundry. But what happens though when the prisoners actually start doing the laundry, they'll actually take all the laundry baskets out and move them around the prison, collecting laundry, delivering it and picking it up. So when that happens, the laundry actually says that it's got the little exclamation mark saying there's no laundry baskets, but don't worry about it because it'll function anyway. And as you can guess, we obviously need to create a water line for the washing machines and obviously supply power to them too. And that's a basic laundry. Now you can't earn any money off a laundry, but it does keep the clothes clean. And keeping clothes clean is one of the prerequisites for the prisoners to stay happy. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stacked uniforms there. So if you had prisoners during work time, they'll be brought here. And once again, if you go to deployment, jobs, just click on there to allocate jobs. When it's work time, prisoners will come here as well as the workshop. Now, the other one is the kitchen. Same thing, you just go to deployment, jobs, and you can just highlight the kitchen and click on it. Depending on the size of the kitchen, obviously, is how many prisoners you can pop in there, but you can get them to work there too. And the last location is a cleaning cupboard. Now, the minimum for a cleaning cupboard is 3 by 3. I always do it a little bit larger. Pop a door in the front of it. There's not much point putting a secure door, once again, for the laundry or for any of these places, because you're going to have prisoners coming and going all the time, and it's really annoying. It is a good idea, though, to create secured doors, like with metal detectors, because unfortunately the prisoners will try anything and they'll take tools and whatnot. Alright, this one's really, really simple. Once you actually, don't worry about the light, once you actually have the room allocated to a cleaning cupboard, that's it. There's no requirements for it. What's going to happen is you're going to get a delivery come in. There it is, with a whole bunch of cleaning chemicals. And those cleaning chemicals are going to get delivered into the cleaning cupboard. And when it comes to work time, you obviously deploy some jobs there. For some reason it's not working, but what will happen is that those prisoners will actually go to the cleaning cupboard, they'll get cleaning materials, and they'll help your cleaners clean your prison, which is nice and neat because it keeps everything nice and tidy, and it keeps your prisoners occupied. And that's that. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah.